Hey everyone, welcome to another FAQ Friday. My name is Jake, and you will notice we are not sitting at my desk today. We are on location in the warehouse. We wanted to take the opportunity to fill you in on a couple things that have been going on, kind of industry-wide, but at least for our warehouse and the things that we're getting in, receiving is especially the big part. Our VP sent an email out last week, and if you didn't see that, she talked a lot about how kind of industry-wide our shipments have been disrupted in one way or another. Now, we are still receiving stuff in every single day. We've actually expanded our receiving area in our warehouse to try to keep the flow working a little bit better. So we have a bunch more stations added, and not only is our amazing warehouse team keeping stuff caught up, but pretty much the entire company from all over the departments are getting back here and pitching in wherever they can. Because really, as I mentioned, we're getting stuff in every day. The problem is we don't know exactly when we're getting stuff and what we're getting on any given day. So because of those delays that have happened, Anime News Network had written an article on March 10th and described, talked to some of the publishers for the manga side of our business and some of the issues that they've been running into, especially with reprints and trying to keep to a schedule or get stuff back added into a schedule because the demand has just shot up so much. But we also have Universal and Warner, their warehouses are moving really right now at this time. They are switching locations for a warehouse, so that's going to disrupt. Right now, we're not getting anything new in from anybody that ships with those distributors. So once they start back up, it's going to make this entire room filled up. I have no doubt about it in my mind. So we just wanted to take the opportunity to let you know that we are still getting stuff in every single day. It is keeping us plenty busy, and as soon as we get stuff in here, we're getting it checked into our system, of course doing a QC, a quality control, to make sure that everything that we received is in the condition that we want to send it out, and then it is going right out to our customers. So it is a change. This has kind of always been our system, but now it's just magnified, and we've got more people helping. Getting product in is not being a huge problem. It's just getting what products in and trying to give you an estimate of when we'll have your orders ready. I know last week we talked about customer care and contacting customer care and how to get a hold of them, and a lot of the questions that we were having about when is this going to come in, when's that going to come in. I understand, I'd ask the same question, but just so you know, when these orders are arriving, sometimes it's a complete surprise to us because not only are there delays with the publishers in certain areas, but the shipping companies still aren't quite caught up, especially for the amount of shipping that comes to us. So we're getting pallets at a time, just kind of showing up, and then everybody, all hands on deck, go get those items received in so we can get them sent out to the customers. We have had some comments, questions, concerns lately though about some of the quality of the manga that is coming in, and especially the actual, the condition of the manga. And when we get those products in here, of course we take a look at them, we check them out, but if it's something that the manufacturer is not going to claim as defective, it's not something that we can send back for two reasons. That item has been determined to be okay by their standards, so they are sending it to us. But they also, if we don't receive stuff in and we send it back, we have no idea when we will get those products in again at this point. So today I am going to be joined by our special guest, our president and CEO, the Dark Lord himself, Mr. Sean Kleckner. And Sean's just going to talk to us a little bit about the actual printing process and binding. Sean wrote a great blog post for us last year to give some information about how this happens at the actual manufacturer plant and show you why some things come in the way that they are and what we can and cannot do about it. Sean?
Okay, so I'm here to talk to you a little bit about damaged books. I know that we have customers that are buying lots of books today, and certainly we want to give you the best quality books that we can. Some of the things that we see, however, with as many books as are being printed right now, is there's damages that are significant and things that we would definitely reject either at the door when the product comes in from the manufacturer, or if we see it on the shelf, we try to reject it. If it gets out to you, then I'm surprised. Usually we are pretty good about getting things before they get out the door. The biggest problem right now is people are running books 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on these presses. Normally they would shut down periodically and they would sharpen all those knives. Now they're sharpening them less because they're trying to run books faster. I mean, from the conversations I've had with a lot of the book publishers, they're running the press 30 to 40% faster than they normally do. And they're not doing the trim knife sharpening, but maybe half of the normal time that they normally would. So we are seeing a lot more books that are coming through that have these little nicks and tears. Now, we're happy to take care of anything that gets out there like this with a knife cut. And you know, if it's got a glue error, which is this one, essentially there was too much glue on the edge, and when the book was folded over, that glue kind of wrinkled, and then you've got a wrinkle on the bottom. I mean, there are certain things that we can take care of, all right? But if we were to reject this entire pile that's all just nicks and tears on the little corners, we'd have no books to sell. And you know, obviously that's kind of a problem because we want to make sure that we get the books to you guys. We can't send them back. The vendor feels that this is normal book binding, so this is what we're going to have to send. I mean, I would love them all to be perfect, and for the most part, frankly, there's plenty of books that don't have any of those nicks, but there's a lot that do. So I want to make sure that people understand this is where this comes from. It's not considered a defect, and we're not going to offer replacements for these books if they have the little nicks on the corners. However, if you, for some reason, manage to get this book that doesn't even have a bind to it, and it shows up at your house, we will replace this. We will replace anything that's a significant damage to the book. But we can't replace the little nicks and tears. So on that, I've got a blog post that I've put up that kind of goes through the entire process of how a book is bound. Wanted to kind of just give some feedback as to why we're seeing more of this in the recent months. I hope this helps you to understand some of these things, and if there's comments that you want to post at the bottom, please feel free.
Thank you very much, Sean, for that fantastic information. So really the main points here that we wanted to hit on is that, yes, we're still getting stuff in every single day. Unfortunately, we don't know what's coming in at any given time, so that's what's making our estimate to you. If you find us on social media or on our customer care team asking when something's going to be in stock, we'll give you the best information that we can, but sometimes that information is just not very good. It's a question mark to us. It makes it very difficult for any kind of planning, but unfortunately that's just kind of the way it is right now. But new releases getting delayed, it's happening. It's happening about the same amount that it normally has happened. We are sticking with that pretty good. It's those reprints. So if you ordered something, I know we're seeing some comments on social media about people that ordered back in holiday, and even maybe before that, this last year. Some stuff maybe even coming up on a year. And it's unfortunately just something that we're trying to deal with. More information we have, we pass it on to the customers right away if something is announced that it's getting delayed, or if something has been publicly made knowledge or told us that we can make knowledge. But a lot of it is just question marks coming back from vendors, manufacturers, things that are getting printed, made, manufactured. It's just kind of the situation right now, and we empathize because we're fans too, we're customers too. A lot of people in the office looking forward to a lot of things that we are putting out. We just have to wait until it actually shows up. We appreciate your understanding, of course, and if there's anything that we can do to help, let us know. Reach out on social media. We're at Right Stuf Anime everywhere. Our customer care team is always there to help as well. So in the meantime, keep an eye on our social media. Keep an eye on our website. If you aren't already, sign up for our email subscription because we do keep people informed about anything that's going on. And of course, if you've ordered a product that has been announced as delayed, you'll get an email notification letting you know that that release date has been moved to another date. Bear with us. We're getting there. Hopefully we're coming out on the other side, and as soon as people get done shifting around to their different warehouses for stuff and reprint schedules get back to a little bit of normality, I don't know when that'll be, it'll be a lot better. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.